Vande Vrindavanachar Vallavijana Vallabham Jayanti Sambhavam Dhama Vaijayanti Vibhushanam. Finished till the 55th shloka. Aparichidyamanasya deshakaladibhihi tava nidarshanam tvameva ekaha tvad anyat vyatirekataha. So the devas are praising Lord Viṣṇu, and so aparichidyamanasya, there is no vastu paricheda or deshakala paricheda for Paramatma, which is Viṣṇu here, because they are trying to get Viṣṇu to come down in his avataram to take care of the bhubhara. So nidarshanam tvam ekaha eva, you alone are your udaharanam here as an example. Tvad anyat tu vyatirekataha, everybody else can only be a contradictory example, but not as a direct example, udaharanam for you. Okay. The next one is akartum, akhilam kartum, anyatha akartum api alam, sankalpa sachivaha kale, shaktileshaha sa tavakaha. There are two readings for this word. Some texts also say kalaha instead of kale. Both will fit here. Kale sarvam akhilam kartum akartum anyatha kartum. Anything can, there can be three ways of looking at an action. You either do an action, or you don't do an action, or you can do the action in a different manner. Or an object, take an object, akhilam kartum, you can create an object, or you can destroy an object, or you can transform the object. So these are three things that can be done to an object. For every object that is there in this world, Viṣṇu is the only person who is capable of utpatti, nasha, and anyatha kartum, also to change it in different manner. Why? Because he is the supreme. Atratu Paramatma Rupena, we are looking at him and we are saying that he is capable of creating this entire prapancham. So Akhilam Kale here, take it as Uchita Samaye. At whatever time it has to be created, he creates this entire world. Kale, at the appropriate time. Akhilam kartum akartum. Akartum is pralaya kale akartum, in order to destroy everything during pralaya kala, or kartum, again to create everything in this world, and anyatha kartum api, and to change the things. Like, say for example, for every manvantara, there are differences in the way it happens. When you have a chaturyugam, all four chaturyugas that happen do not repeat itself every time. In each chaturyuga, different things happen. So if you take one manvantara, there are totally some 71 chaturyugas. In that, Krishnavatara does not happen in every chaturyuga. Ramavatara does not happen in every chaturyuga. So he can change, it's like shuffling a playlist. He can do the shuffling in whatever way he wants. That is anyatha kartum api alam samarthaha sayeva. Katham saha samarthaha bhavati iti chet tavakaha shaktileshaha eva samarthaha. We don't need entire Viṣṇu or the Paramatma to come there and do all of these three work. Just a shaktilesha, even a little bit of his power is enough, because that power is capable of creating everything the moment Bhagavan thinks about it. Sankalpa matrena sa shaktihi sarvam kartum alam samartha. So that Shakti is capable of creating everything, even just merely by the thought process of Bhagavan. So the Shruti Vakyam there is Satapotapyata Bahusyam Prajayeti. The moment Bhagavan thought that, okay, I have to become as everybody, immediately his Shakti started creating everything. So his a little bit of his Shakti, Tavakaha Shaktileshaha Saha Sankalpa Sachivaha Eva Alam. That's how the sentence is. Now, if you take this as Kalaha, Kala becomes the catalyst for creating everything. Until then, you have Prakriti. You have Brahma Swarupam also there. Prakriti and Purusha exist. But for Prakriti to create, you need Kala, which is another form of Bhagavan, to act as a catalyst, and because of that there is a kshobha. Kshobha ityukte, in Prakriti all three gunas are samyam, that is they are at the same level, they do not have any ups and downs. So when all three gunas are at the same level, there is no creation. Only when there is a agitation between the three gunas and there is an inequality between the three gunas, that is when creation starts. For that, we need Kala. This Kala becomes the agitator or the catalyst for the three gunas to start creating. So you can also take it as Kalaha, which belongs to Paramatma, that is Vishnu, and it is also his Shakti Leshaha. And that Kala can act only when his Sankalpam acts. Okay. So Akhilam, Pratipadartha Yarat Padikila.
Mahodaya, this Vishnu is the sthiti karta, right? So why the Anvaya is telling akartum first and then kartum? His main job is to do not for pralayam and all, right? So at least if it was for Shiva, that's fine. But why did they put akartum as the first thing?
So which means they are looking at him and praising him as the Paramatma or Parabrahma Swarupa, who is the base. See, he may be Sthiti Karta as far as Vishnu, the form Vishnu goes. If you look at Vishishtadvaita's Paravasudeva is responsible for all three. Okay, we have this world first. Akartum first can happen, Pralaya can first happen. It is a cycle kind of thing. So where do you say what is the first thing in a circle? Where is the first point? Is it Pralaya or Utpatti or Sthiti? It keeps coming back in circles. So there is no starting point for all of these things. So it can be Pralaya or it can be Sthiti or it can be Srishti also. That format doesn't matter. Apdi pata, after Pralaya there is Srishti and then there is a change. Then again, so it's like a circle, that's all. Okay. So
and the Tava and Tavaka, is there any minute difference?
Tavakaha is belonging to you. Tavakaha, Tava Kalaha, Tava is actually Shashti Vibhakti. Tavakaha is an adjective to the kalam. Okay. The word difference. Okay. Yeah. Padingo. Pratipadartha.
प्रतिपदार्थः अखिलं प्रपञ्चं काले तत्तद् उचितसमये अकर्तुं प्रलयकाले अकर्तुं कर्तुं सर्गादिषु कर्तुम् अन्यथा कर्तुमपि मन्वन्तरभेदेषु
पूर्व इन्द्र अधिकारं विनिवर्त्य, that is there is one Indra was there during one manvantara. Even inside a manvantara there can be 2-3 Indras. Okay, so Purva Indra Adhikaram Vinivartya, removing his power, and then Anyaha Indraha Tatra Sthapya. So this is the Sthitikarta. Sthitikarta is not just ella olunga nadakartha paakradilla. He is also responsible for appointing the next Indra, next Manu, next Brahma.
पूर्व इन्द्र अधिकारं विनिवर्त्य इन्द्र अद्यन्तराणां स्थापनम् इत्यादिना अन्यथा कर्तुमपि संकल्प सचिवः संकल्प सहायः.
1 minute. This word Indradyantaranam would be in Anye Indradayah. So Indradyantaranam. Okay.
Indradyantaranam.
Yeah.
Then you said we have only one Swarga. How many Indras we don't need? What a time, only one Swarga, only one Indra.
அதுல வந்து பிரம்மாண்டத்தினுடைய டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் பார்த்தோம்னா விஷ்ணு புராணத்துல this brahmandam along with Bhurbhuva Swaha 14 lokas, this entire thing, there can be many different brahmandas. It is not the only one brahmanda that we are talking about. Parallel universe நிறைய இருக்கு.
स्थापनम् इत्यादिना अन्यथा कर्तुमपि सङ्कल्पसचिवः सङ्कल्पसहायः तावकः भवदीयः शक्तिलेशः शक्तिलवरूपः सः कालः एव अलं समर्थः. So your भावः प्रपञ्चं समये समये कर्तुम् अकर्तुम् अन्यथा कर्तुं च समर्थः त्वत् सङ्कल्पसहायः कालेऽपि त्वत्शक्ति
कालः अपि
कालः अपि त्वत्शक्ति अंशः एव.
So even Kala, which we think is the most supreme, Kalo hi balavattaraha, Kala eva baliyasiti. But it is even that Kalam which is supposed to be the greatest or strongest is only a Shakti Lesham of yours.
It's a very small particle of your power.
Yes.
And with the help of your sankalpa, you can do or undo or do transformations or any changes that you desire.
Because it only helps in the format that it helps to realize your sankalpa. So your sankalpa is the more primary thing here. Pradhanastu atra bhagavat sankalpaha eva pradhanaha. That sankalpam sakshat kartum, or to make it true, we need kala, which is the sachiva or the amatya. A king will take decisions. That's all. He will only think, oh, we have to have a road here, we have to have a kingdom here, we have to move the capital from Tanjavur to Kanchi, whatever. He will only think, but who will make it possible? It is the sachiva or the amatya, minister, who makes it possible. So kala, time acts like a sachiva here.
That sankalpa sachivaha eva kalaha.
Akartum
So
akhilam kartum.
Is there a parinama alankara in this also?
Illa.
There is no alankara in this.
No, because it is the
sachiva, like he has
fact.
to kala.
It is not udaharanam. It is a fact.
Okay.
Anga aropam illiye. Sankalpasya sachivaha. Sankalpaha eva sachivaha na podalenge, and kalaha is not, it is his amatya. So it's not like kalaha amatyaha iva or amatya eva appdi podliye. It's not an
then
aropa.
it's not bhavavrihi, then it is tatpurushaha. Sankalpasya sachivaha. Okay, shashti tatpurushaha.
Akartum akhilam kartum anyatha kartum apyalam sankalpa sachivah kale shaktileshas satavakaha. Yanmoolam akhilam karyam yad amoolam adhiyate lakshyam tadasi yoganam lakshmi kaustubha lakshanam. Akhilam karyam yat moolam yat amoolam adhiyate. So akhilam karyam yadyat karyarupena vidyate atra prapanche. That which is an effect, that which we see that has been created, and which also goes back. If something is created, which means it has a destruction also. Yatyat karyam tattat kritakam, and it also will get destroyed at some point. So akhilam karyam, where has this all arisen from? It has come from Bhagavan. So who is the yat moolam? Akhilasya karyasya akhilam karyam tu yat moolam. Yaha, that is, it is it has somebody else as his source. So yaha moolam yasya. It actually enna, it is a bahuvrihi da inge. So every moolamaga vaittu kondirikko ella karyamum appadi eduthukanum adu. Okay. So the one who is the source for all of the created things, yat amoolam cha, and the one who does not have a moolam for him, that is, he does not have any source, he has not come about from some other source here. Iti adhiyate, one who is understood from the Upanishad. Adhiyate, pathyate, one who is read as a person who does not have any source at all. He is a person who creates, he is the person who is the karanam for everything. Yasya cha karanam na vidyate iti sarvatra pathyate. That is in Shruti or in Upanishad, everywhere it is being said that Bhagavan he was present from the beginning. Sadeva somya idam agra asit ekameva advitiyam brahma iti. This is there in the Upanishads. Sat eva he somya idam agra asit, agre asit. In the beginning of everything, there was only one entity. That entity is Sat. It is the Paramatma. So what was there before that? Nothing. So which means that Paramatma Swarupam or that Sat Swarupam did not have a Moolam before. This is what the Upanishads are telling us. So Yat Amoolam iti adhiyate. Tat, what is that entity? Lakshmi Kaustubha Lakshanam Yoganam Lakshyam Tat Asti. We cannot abstractly think about some Sat Swarupam or Sachidananda Swarupam in our mind. We need some format, Anga Adayalangal. We need chinnas to understand, symbols to understand what this person is, so that we can contemplate on that person, do meditation, and get that figure in our mind and try to go to the abstract without the guna. So you always start off from Saguna and go to Nirgunam in your meditation. So as you start with the Saguna, what are all the Lakshanas that you have for the Saguna Brahman? Lakshmi Sahitaha Saha, Kaustubhamani Yuktaha Saha. So these are two things. One is Kaustubhamani is a representation for the Jivas. Lakshmi is the representation for Shakti. So Ishvara Tattvam, when we come to Ishvara Tattva, which means there is a Jiva Tattva and there is a Shakti Tattvam. Those Paramatma who has taken on the form of Ishvara, only then can he be the goal of every yoga or every path. So when we take a path to achieve moksha, each path takes us first to the Saguna Brahma and then you go to the Nirguna Brahma. Even though he is the Nirguna Brahma, that is, he doesn't have any moolam, he is the moolam, karanam for everything. But at the same time, he is also represented as a form with Lakshmi and Kaustubhamani. Vishnu Puranathla padachonu nenikkren. Kaustubhamani is a representation of all the jivas. The Vanamala is also a representation of the jivas. Yeah? So Lakshmi Kaustubha Lakshanam Yoganam Lakshyam. Lakshanam nale, one who is defined as the person who has both Lakshmi and Kaustubhamani. He becomes the Lakshya, the goal for every path that people take. Yogas. The different yogas are Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga. There are also other Upasana yogas which are present in, which are described in Chandogya Upanishad. Any path you take, the ultimate goal becomes the Saguna Brahman, who in turn is actually the Parabrahma, the source for everything in this world. Okay? Pratipadartha?
Akhilam Vyadadi Karyam. Vyadadi is Panchabhutam.
Vyat is Akasha. So Akashad Vayuho, Vayoragnihi, Agnerapaha, Adbhyaf Prithvi. That is the process of creation. So you start from Akasha.
Yan Moolam, Yat Karanakam, Yat Param, Amoolam Akaranancha, Adhiyate Upanishadsu Pathyate, Lakshmi Kaustubha Lakshanam, Shrihi Kaustubhakyo, Mani Visheshascha, Chinham Yasya Tadrisham. Yoganam Daharadi Paravidya Upasakanam. Daharadina?
Dahara Vidya. அதாவது தஹர வித்யாங்கிறது இட் இஸ் அ கைண்ட் ஆஃப் உபாசனா தட் இஸ் தேர் இன் சாந்தோக்ய உபனிஷத். தஹராகாஷாங்கிறது இஃப் யூ டேக் யுவர் சே அவர் ஹார்ட் இஸ் ஆன் த லெஃப்ட் சைட் இல்லையா, ஆன் த ரைட் சைட் நியர் த லங்ஸ் தேர் இஸ் சப்போஸ் டு பி எ ஸ்மால் ஸ்பேஸ் விச் இஸ் கால்ட் எ தஹராகாஷா, and there is an akasha, that is a space there inside our mind. Usually நம்ம வந்து to the slightly to the right side ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, that is called dahara. When we try to meditate, do meditation, we have to think of angushta matram, that is every god that we think about, we think of them in a size of a இந்த thumb, அங்குஷ்ட மாத்திரேன பரிமாணம் அங்க உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இருக்காரு அப்படின்னு நம்ம வந்து மெடிடேட் பண்ணணும். ஸோ தீஸ் ஆர் ஆல் தஹரா உபாசனா மார்க்கம். ஸோ தஹராதி பரவித்யா உபாசகானாம். பரவித்யா இஸ் தட் விச் லீட்ஸ் அஸ் டு மோக்ஷா.
So for us, Dharakasham is in right side, but Lakshmi is on his left side.
தெரியலையே எங்க இருக்கா? இருக்கலாம், லக்ஷ்மி லெஃப்ட்ல இருக்கலாமா இருக்கும். I don't know. Shakti is always in the left தானே, இடபாகம் தானே.
Yeah. Yeah, so that right side is free for us to go and meditate upon.
அல்ல அப்படி சொல்லல, நமக்கு. see you think about, அத பகவான் வந்து நம்மளுடைய தஹராகாசத்துல வந்து ஒரு அங்குஷ்ட மாத்திரம் சைஸ்ல அவர் இருக்கிற மாதிரி நம்ம வந்து மெடிடேட் பண்ணோங்கிற.
ஆமாம். So
நம்ம அவரோட தஹராகாசத்துல இருக்கிற மாதிரி இல்ல, அவருக்கு அந்த மாதிரி கிடையாது.
he also is meditating and doing yoga nidra and all.
அதெல்லாம் இருக்கு. அந்த இடத்துல வந்து இந்த தஹர உபாசனை பண்ணணுங்கிறது இல்ல. these தஹர உபாசனாஸ் are all for jivas who are who need some sort of a thing to meditate upon. அவருக்கு எதுக்கு அது?
Okay.
அவருக்கு நேர வந்து ஆத்மஸ்வரூபத்துல அவர் மாட்டுக்கு இருந்துட்டு இருப்பார். he doesn't need this process for it.
This is for those who want moksha, yeah, one of the ways.
Yes.
And இது வந்து மெடிடேட் பண்ணும்போது இது it can be either
சகுணா or நிர்குணா, எப்படி வேணாலும்.
Okay.
How will the other jivas, other than the humans, how will they meditate?
The same. They also have that. Devas also have this.
Oh.
See, rishis do that, no? The rishis do that. Siddha, charana, எல்லாருக்கும் இருக்கு. அது இல்லாத இல்ல. அந்த see, it's an imaginary space that you're thinking about. It's not a real, probably கூடுல இருக்கா அங்க ஒரு ஸ்பேஸ் இருக்கா அப்படின்னா அந்த மாதிரி இல்ல. It is an imaginary space that you are saying that you are giving that space for. அதாவது என்னன்னா, இப்ப இந்த குழந்தைகளுக்குலாம் வந்து when they are a little you go and sit in one space, right? That is their space where you don't disturb them, they don't disturb. அந்த மாதிரி சில பேருக்குலாம் உண்டு இல்ல. You come and sit in your room, your desk, nobody else comes there, it is your space. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு space for Bhagavan in your body. It's an imaginary thing that way. யாரும் வரக்கூடாதுங்கிறது இல்லையே. Anybody can come and sit there. That's not the point. But you are trying to free. இப்ப ஏன் கிச்சன் தான் அங்க போய் படுத்துக்கிறது இல்ல நம்ம? You are designating that space for that kitchen, for that activity, இல்லையா? அந்த மாதிரி you are designating a certain space in your body for that particular meditative activity. So it is free of other attachments and other things. Mental exercise தான் இதெல்லாம்.
அனிமல்ஸ்ல கூட மெடிடேட் பண்ணுமா?
இருக்கு, அது சம்ஸ்காரத்தை பொறுத்து இருக்கு. ஒரு சம்ஸ்காரம் எப்படி உத்பூதமா இருக்கு, which jiva has taken up this animal, அந்த அவதாரம் எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கு, எந்த காரணத்துக்காக. இப்ப ஜடபரதர் எடுத்துட்டேன்னா, ஜடபரதோபாக்கியானத்துல வந்து he was thinking about the deer at the end of his one janma. So he was born as a deer. And his life was very different during that time. Yeah, so he had his purvajanma samskara, and then he was again born as a rishi, and he was living in a maunam state until he attained moksha. So it depends on who that soul is who has taken up this life of an animal. Yeah.
Lakshyam uddeshya bhutam tat parabrahma. The uddeshya bhutam is also parabrahmam, right?
Uddeshya bhutam uddeshyataya vidyamanam parabrahmam. And it is an adjective to the parabrahma. So lakshyana uddeshya.
Asi bhavasi. Bhavaha jagat upadana karanam akaranakancha yat Shri Kaustubha yuktam parabrahma yoganam api upasyam tat tvameva asi. So the material cause for
the world,
of the jagat,
akaranakam, one who does not have any karanam, that which has both Lakshmi and Kaustubhamani, and he is the Parabrahma Swarupa, who is upasya, who is fit to be meditated upon by all the yogis through the yoga. Tat tvam asi, that you are that person. That entity. So en moolam akhilam kar.
that yan moolam vigrahavakyam yat moolam asya iti, that one is Bhauvrihi is written, but then he is the, we are talking about Parabrahma, and the yat moolam, how do we write that?
அப்படி இல்லை,
Yat
யத்
moolam, yat
மூலம் யஸ்ய தத்.
yat moolam yasya tatvam.
சோ எப்படின்னா, எதை மூலமாக வைத்துக் கொண்டிருப்பது யாரோ, அதாவது எது மூலம், எது மூலமாக இருக்கோ யாருக்கு, காரியத்துக்கு. சோ யத் யத் சப்தேன தூ அத்ர பகவானேவ வர்த்ததே ஆர் தத்துவம்
Brahma.
பிரம்மம். ஓகே, பரபிரம்ம பரபிரம்ம ஏவ மூலம் யஸ்ய காரியஸ்ய. சோ காரியம் கீதృశம் வர்த்ததே, பரபிரம்மம் மூலத்வேன அஸ்தி காரியஸ்ய. தஸ்மாத் காரியம் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு யத் மூலம். அப்படி
So complete vigrahavakyam, then yat
யத்
moolam.
மூலம் யஸ்ய தத் காரியம். யத்
There
மூலம்
is no
காரியம்.
there is no 2 times yat shabda only is coming.
அது ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியாது. ஏன்னா அந்த எத்து வந்து, இப்போ இதை வேற மாதிரி எடுத்துக்கோங்க. சோ ஐ டெல் யூ, எத் வேற மாதிரி ஏதாவது சொல்லட்டுமா? கிவ் மீ a புல்லிங்க சப்த which can come like this. அதுதாங்க. இப்போ ஐ டோன்ட் நோ இஃப் இட் இஸ் கரெக்ட், பட் ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்கு சொல்றேன். யத் பாரியான்னு சொன்னோம்னா யா பாரியா யஸ்ய.
Correct.
ஓகே. சரி. சோ என் மூலம் அகிலம் காரியம் யத் அமூலம் அதீயதே லக்ஷ்யம் ததசி யோகானாம் லக்ஷ்மி கௌஸ்துப லக்ஷணம். திரிவர்க்கம் அபவர்க்கம் வா பிரதிலப்தும் பிரயஸ்யதாம் பிரளயேஷ்வபி தீர்காயுः பிரதிபூஸ்த்வத் அனுக்ரஹः. ஓ, இது கொஞ்சம் ஓகே. திரிவர்க்கம் அபவர்க்கம் வா பிரதிலப்தும் பிரயஸ்யதாம் ஜனானாம் त्वद् अनुग्रहः प्रलयेषु अपि दीर्घायुः प्रतिभूः. If someone is trying to, jivas are trying to get dharma, artha, kama or moksha, whatever they want to get, they are working towards that. Prayasyatam tukte prayatante janaha trivargam labdhum athava apavargam labdhum prayatante. For those people who are trying to get either the Trivarga is, I told you last time, Dharma, Artha and Kama. These three Purusharthas are called Trivarga. Something that is beyond these three, the fourth one is Apavargam or Moksham. It is also called Turiya. Someone wants to get the fourth one also. For all of those people who are trying to get any of those four Purusharthas, Tvad Anugraha, your grace, is something that will give them interest constantly, even after many pralayas. And this, your anugraha is going to stay with them for a long time, giving them all of the prosperities that they need. That is the only thing that they have to attain. So no matter how many pralayas come, if they have been working towards getting only dharma or only kama or only artha or moksha, whichever thing, if they have pleased you and if you are willing to show your grace, then that becomes the pratibhuhu. Pratibhuhu is an interest which gives like a compound interest. It has a long standing effect in that person. Dirghayuhu pratibhuhu bhavati. Even during pralaya, it is usually during pralaya everything goes and merges with the Bhagavan, and when the srishti happens, everything is like a new chapter, new book, right? Like when you start a new year, tatha nasti. So it can stand even many pralayas and it can continue to the next srishti also. So it doesn't get destroyed with the pralaya, but it extends beyond the pralaya and it can produce the effect for the person who has your grace. Yeah, I'll go over the pratipadartha. It will be a little bit easier. Atrivargam dharmartha kaman apavargam va moksham va pratilabdhum praptum, in order to attain. Prayasyatam prayatamananam jananam athava bhaktanam, for those people who are trying to attain either of those purusharthas, because purushartha is like a goal for every jiva in this world. So those who are all trying to get that in their life, for those people, tvad anugraha tava prasadaha eva pralayeshu api pralaya samayeshu api dirghayuhu tvad anugraha dirghayuhu. Your grace is bahukala sthayi, is capable of standing for a long time. It will not get destroyed during pralaya kala. And it also becomes something where pratibhuhu vriddhi dayakaha dhanagrahita rinaggrahita. இதுதான் எனக்கு ஏன் அவர் ரிணகிரஹீதா போட்டிருப்பாருன்னு எனக்கு ஒரு தடவை யோசிப்பேன். இட் இஸ் லைக் அ பிரதிபூஹு, இட் இஸ் லைக் ஒரு இது மாதிரி இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் மாதிரி இருக்கு. நீண்ட ஆமா ஓகே. ரிணகிரஹீதா அது என்னன்னு தெரியல. ரிணகிரஹீதானா ஃபார் சம்மன் ஹூ ஹஸ் டேக்கன் அ லோன் and
maybe according to the papams and the punyams அதுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி தனகிரஹிதாவா ரணகிரஹிதான் மாறுமோ?
மாறுமா இருக்கலாம் இல்ல. ஆமா, அது எதுக்கு அப்படி போட்டிருக்காரு? இதுல இல்லவே இல்ல, வேற இவரா ஒண்ணு சேர்த்திருக்காரு. Apay Dikshidhar has not given that in his Vyakyanam at all. That's why I've just bracketed it. So we'll just leave it like that. So yatha vridhya jivaha pratibhuvam vishwasya vridhyartham dhanam yachanti तथा धर्मार्थ काम मोक्षान् लब्धुम कल्पान्तरेषु अपि फलदं भगवत् प्रसादं विश्वस्य सत्कर्माणि कुर्वन्ति. When you want to get a huge returns, what you have to do is you have to keep on paying the interest, right? Interest upon interest abdi pay pananum. So vridhya, with an interest, jivaha pratibhuvam is the original. And if you want the original to keep on growing, whatever punyam that you have, if you want that punyam to keep on growing, you have to keep adding that recurring deposit madri. You have to keep adding something or the other every time for it to give. But on the recurring deposit is not only your own satkarma, but if Bhagavat Prasadam also is there, then it will automatically get compounded and it will give you more money. Adha artham. So vridhya jivaha pratibhuvam, the capital, vrishvasya vridhyartham dhanam yachanti. So they for the interest or for the increase of that original, they keep giving money. That is, they give the recurring deposit podra madri, they give that. Tatha dharmartha kama mokshan labdhum, in order to attain dharma, artha and kama and moksha, kalpantareshu api, even during other kalpas, phaladam bhavat prasadam eva iti vishwasya satkarmani kurvanti. As they are performing good actions, it is not only good actions, but they also try to please Bhagavan, so that Vishnu prasadam or Vishnu anugraha compounds what they have into a bigger capital that they can gain at the end of the whole process. Yeah. வந்து பகவத் பிரசாதே பிரதிபூத்வ ஆரோபேண தஸ்ய பிரயாசரூப பிரகிருத காரிய உபயோகித்வ வர்ணனாத் பரிணாம அலங்காரः. If தீர்க்க why are they making an effort? They are making an effort so that they can attain more things later. That extra interest owed, if you have to attain a greater capital, for that it is Bhagavat Prasadam that is needed. So you are actually doing an aropa of this pratibhu, which is the interest, onto Bhagavat Prasada. For what? So that you can attain that. Sarvetu prayasam kurvanti atra. Prayasa rupa karyasya upayogitvam katham bhavati iti chet tatra Bhagavat Prasade pratibhutva aropaha bhavati. Unless I convert Bhagavat Prasada into an interest, people will not make this effort of doing good things. You understand how this alankara works? Priyada? Okay. கொஞ்சம் இது ஒரு குழப்பம்.
Convoluted-ஆ தான் இருக்கு.
ஆமா. त्रिवर्गम अपवर्गम वा प्रतिलब्धुम प्रयस्यताम प्रलयेष्वपि दीर्घायुः प्रतिभूस्त्वदनुग्रहः. One advantage is they will not ask you this question for any ERC or sasandarbham vyakyata etc. यदेकम अक्षरम ब्रह्म सर्व आम्नाय समन्वितम तारकम सर्वजंतूनां तत्त्वम तवच वाचकम. Simple shloka, but the greatest tattvam in this shloka. यत् एकम अक्षरम ओमकारः इति ओम इति एकम अक्षरम, right? There is only one akshara om. You don't think of it as a u ma tatha nasti. Usually when you are talking about bijaksharas, you treat it as one akshara. You don't treat it as three aksharas. Even hrim, if you take it as, it is a shakti pranamam. Om is the general pranamam. Idhula vandu we say adenna panchashat varna atmika iti asti இல்லையா? அம்பாளுக்கு வந்து 51 அக்ஷராஸ்ன்னு சொல்றோம். How is it 51 அக்ஷராஸ்? You also include the samyukta அக்ஷராஸ் like hrim etc. And each one of those kshala வந்து it is one matrika, it is one akshara. You don't treat it as a samyukta akshara in tantra shastra. It is different. That's why here also he says yat ekam aksharam brahma iti asti tari tattu omkaraha. Omkara is the representation of one akshara which is brahman. Sarva amnaya samanvitam. Samanvitam, it is present in the entirety of the Vedas. Sarva amnaya, amnayate, that which is being spoken, that which is being understood, amnaya. So amnaya is a paryayavachi shabda for Vedas. So sarva amnaya samanvitam. Amnaya nale, it is that mna amananti, that which is being said abdingrolya. So uchyate, that which is transmitted by oral tradition is called amnaya. So amnaya is Vedas. Sarveshu api vedeshu samanvitam, that which is present in all of the Vedas. Yat ekam aksharam brahma tadeva sarvajantunam tarakam. It is also the aksharam that that is responsible for all jantus to எப்படி சொல்றது, தாண்டறது, you know, to cross this ocean of samsara. இல்லையா?
உல்லங்கிய சாசனம்.
ஆமா, அந்த உல்லங்கியம், இது தாண்டறதுக்கு இந்த பவசாகர தரணாய உபயோகபூதம் பவதி ததக்ஷரம் ஏவ தத்து சர்வத்திர சர்வேஷு வேதேஷு அபி ஸ்திதம் வர்த்ததே தத்வம் ஏவ. And that parabrahma swarupam, the form of that parabrahma swarupam is Vishnu. Tava vachakam cha. If I have to describe Vishnu with one word, vachaka is the shabda, vachya is the artha. So if I have to describe Vishnu with just one word, om is enough.
Is also Vishnu, right?
Is also Vishnu. So each akshara, it's a bijaksharam dane. Ungalku every matrika varnamnu per edukkalam. Shakti, it has the Shakti to indicate the tattvam. Ada matrika varnamnu per. Pratipadartha padikirala?
Pratipadartha
sarva amnaya.
Trivargam is done.
அது அடுத்தது.
सर्व आम्नाय समन्वितं सर्वेषु वेदेषु आद्यन्तयोः स्थितं सर्वजन्तूनां सर्वेषां प्राणिनां तारकं भवसागर तरण उपायभूतं यत् एकम् अक्षरं ब्रह्म यदेकाक्षररूपं ब्रह्म ओमिति प्रसिद्धं तत् त्वमेव भवानेव तत् ओमिति प्रसिद्धमेव तव ते वाचकञ्च वाचकशब्दश्च भवति. भावः सर्वजन्तुतारक प्रणवरूपतया प्रणवशब्दवाच्यतया च वर्णितं परं ब्रह्म त्वमेव इति. So there is the ध्वन्यात्मकरूपम् and then वर्णात्मकरूपम्.
Correct. So the dhvani is the so you can take it as dhvanyatmakam and varnatmakam is both are there. At the same time, it is also a form that you see, right? Rupam. That rupam is also Vishnu who is present here. Adan. So
That
pranam,
that sarvamnaya samanvitam vigraha vakyam tu amnayeshu samanvitam iti saptami tatpurusha va.
அது பண்ண மாட்டா சப்தமி தத் புருஷம்
அதுக்காக
சரி.
டவுட்டா இருக்கு.
சர்வ ஆம்னா சமன்விதம், ஆம்னாயேஷு சமன்விதம் தான் வரணும் லொகேஷன்ல. ஆனா அதுக்கு வந்து there is no sutra for that.
So what should it be?
சர்வ இல்லையே, அதுவும் வராதே. ஆம்னாயைஹி சமன்விதமும் வராது.
ஆம்னாயேஷு சமன்விதமேவ பவதி தத்ர.
ஆமா, அப்படிதான் வச்சுக்கணும். இதெல்லாம் சூப்பா அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது ஒரு அம்பிரல்லால போட்டுக்க வேண்டியதுதான்.
But it's not saptami tatpurusha, right?
You can't have சப்தமி தத்புருஷா
Saptami, yeah.
பிகாஸ் அதுக்கு வேற இதெல்லாமும் இருக்கு இல்லையா.
Pattu.
ஆமா, you can't have this. சர்வ ஆம்னாயேஷு சமன்விதம், சர்வ ஆம்னாயைஹி சமன்விதம்னு வருமோன்னு நினைச்சேன். தட் விச் இஸ் ஸ்போக்கன் ஆஃப் பை எவ்ரி வேதா. அப்படி சமன்விதனா யுக்தம் இல்லைன்னா கனெக்டட் அப்படின்னு. சர்வ ஆம்னாயைஹி சமன்விதம், so that which is connected with all of the Vedas. அப்படி வேணா எடுத்துக்கலாம்.
So திருத்தியா தத்புருஷா.
திருத்தியா தத்புருஷாவை எடுத்துட்டா கொஞ்சம் சூத்திரம் சொல்லி எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணலாம். அதர்வைஸ் சப்தமி தத்புருஷத்துக்கு சூத்திரம் இல்லை, வேற ஒண்ணும் இல்லை. யதேகம் அக்ஷரம் பிரம்ம சர்வ ஆம்னாய சமன்விதம் தாரகம் சர்வ ஜந்தூனாம் தத்துவம் தவச்ச வாச்சகம். இருக்கட்டுமா?
இந்த இடத்துல இந்த ஓம் போட்டிருக்கேலே, அந்த ஓம் சிம்பிள் போடக்கூடாதா இங்க? வெறும் அந்த
போடலாமே. அது டைப் பண்றச்சே அந்த ஓம் சிம்பிள் வந்து எனக்கு கட் பேஸ்ட் தான்.
அந்த சிம்பிள் தானே யூசுவலா போடுவா.
எப்படி வேணாலும் எடுத்துக்கலாம். இட் ஆக்சுவலி டசன்ட் மேட்டர்.
இல்ல, எனக்கு என்ன கேக்குறேன்னா, இந்த இவ ஐங்கார் அவெல்லாம் வந்து they don't put this om symbol. I mean அந்த சிம்பிளுக்கு பதிலா இது போடுவா. they don't want to use that. அதுக்காக கேட்டேன்.
They don't use the symbol?
No, அதுக்கு பதிலா தான் இது போடுறாங்க. அவளோட ஸ்கிரிப்ட்ல நீங்க பார்த்தேன்னா அது போடுவா.
ஓகே, இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கணும். ஓம் இது
குரூப்.
yeah.
So maybe அதனாலதான் இவர் வேதாந்த தேசிகர் he has written it like this.
No, I think this trying to get the script inside the printing book will be difficult. அதனாலதான் they don't do it. அதுதான்.
Okay.
இப்படி இருக்கட்டும். It actually doesn't matter. உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஸ்கிரிப்ட் வந்து ஒன்றும் பெரிய இது கிடையாது. அந்த பதம், அந்த ஒலி, அதுதான் முக்கியம். ஓகே, we'll stop with this. ஏன்னா அடுத்தது கொஞ்சம் இன்னும் அழகா டைம் எடுக்கும் அதுக்கு. ஓகே, வந்தே விருந்தாவனச்சரம் வல்லவி ஜன வல்லபம் ஜெயந்தி சம்பவம் தாம விஜயந்தி விபூஷணம்.